Morning. Some of you have been having some trouble with the 2.05 deductions page, and I just wanted to bring this up and kind of explain a little bit so that maybe it'll be easier for you to understand. What is it asking you is to look at the different types of deductions and to determine whether you would use a standard deduction, which is a standard amount that's used on your tax form, or whether you would itemize your deductions. Usually when you itemize your deductions, that simply means that the number of deductions you have is greater than the amount of the standard deduction. So if you'll look at this form, you'll see that the first one says if your filing status is single or married filing separately, the standard deduction is $12,000. If you're married filing jointly or a qualifying widow, it's $24,000, and if you're the head of the household, it's $18,000. So these are the three figures that you will be looking at when you look at your scenarios. So let's do the first scenario together. You see the scenario says taxpayer is single with eligible itemized deductions of $3,800. If your deductions, your itemized deductions, are greater than the standard deduction, then you would itemize them. But you see right here, the amount of deductions that this taxpayer has is $3,800. If you go back up here to where it says a single person filing, you see the standard deduction is $12,000. So when you compare $3,800 to $12,000, you see that it will be better for this taxpayer to take the standard deduction so it is higher than the $3,800. So when you get over here to this box, then you would put an X in standard. Then you would go to the next one and do the same thing. You would compare the amount of the itemized deductions to the amount in the chart, and that will determine whether you itemize them, use the itemized column, or you use the standard deduction. In simple terms, if the standard deduction is more than your itemized deductions, then you're going to use the standard. If your itemized deductions are greater than the standard deduction, then you would use the itemized deduction. You would itemize your deductions because whatever gives you the best tax benefit, and it'll be the largest number. Hope this explains it a little bit better, and you can understand what's going on as far as the deductions are concerned. So if you have any other questions, just email me. But just keep in mind that you're looking at the total of the itemized deductions down here, and you're comparing them with the amount of the standard deduction. If your itemized deductions are larger than the standard deduction, you check itemize. If your itemized deductions are smaller than the standard deduction, you check standard. Hope this explains. Hope you all have a great day.